What if I told you that the difference between keeping your $1,000 and turning it into 10,000 is not luck, not even timing, but a way of thinking most people never learn? What if you knew that right now in this moment, you already have the ability to make that leap, even if you've never invested a cent before? And what if I said that ordinary people, starting with less than you, have done it over and over again, and the only thing separating you from them is knowing the rules of the game? Let me tell you a quick story. A few years ago, a young man named Alex had exactly $1,000 in his account. He could have left it there, earning a few dollars in interest a year, or he could do what most people do, spend it on things he'd forget about in a month. Instead, he decided to treat that money like a seed. He didn't see it as cash, he saw it as soldiers, each one sent out to capture more soldiers. That shift in thinking was his first real step toward multiplying it tenfold. The first thing you need to understand is that your $1,000 is not meant to be touched for emergencies or impulse buys. It's sacred. The moment you think of it as anything less than your future freedom, you've already lost the game. You need to look at it the way the wealthy do as capital. And capital is a tool, not a toy. Now here's where the real magic happens. You can't expect to turn 1,000 into 10,000 by parking it in a savings account, or even most traditional investments. The compounding is too slow. What you need first is a skill that multiplies money faster than inflation can eat it. This could be flipping products, offering a high-demand service like digital marketing, learning to resell collectibles, or starting a small online venture. Alex chose flipping electronics. He started with just $200 from his initial $1,000, buying a used phone locally and selling it online for a $40 profit. That's not life-changing money, but here's the key: he reinvested every cent of that profit back into the process. And this is the part most people miss. They get their first small win and spend it, which resets their progress to zero. Alex didn't. 200 became 240, which became 300, then 400, and so on. Every flip was a proof of concept, and every proof of concept was a green light to scale. By the third month, he was doing bulk deals, 5 phones at a time, pulling in hundreds of dollars in profit per week. Now, you might be thinking, what if I pick the wrong skill or market? That's why the beginning is all about testing small. You don't go all in on the first idea. You test with small chunks, watch what works, and then feed the winners. This is the disciplined patience that turns small capital into a fortune. Once Alex had built his flipping capital to $5,000, he didn't stop there. He split his funds, half stayed in the flipping business, and half went into safer, long-term investments like index funds and dividend stocks. This meant he had a fast growth engine and a slow, steady foundation growing at the same time. And that's the real secret: growth and protection working together. Think about this. If you double your money just 3.5 times, you've already gone from 1,000 to 10,000. The first doubling is the hardest because you're working with small amounts. The second feels easier because the numbers get bigger. By the time you hit the third, momentum is on your side and the compounding is noticeable. Most people quit before the second doubling because they get bored or distracted. Wealth doesn't grow in the moment you plant the seed, it grows in the moments you protect it and let it multiply. If you're wondering how long this can take, the truth is it depends entirely on your consistency. Alex did it in 14 months. Someone more aggressive and skilled could do it in 6. Someone with less time might take 2 years. The point isn't how fast you get there. It's that you get there at all, and once you do, you've proven to yourself that you can do it again and again. So the next time you look at $1,000, don't see a limit. See a starting line. You are one decision away from turning that money into something far greater. And when you do, you'll realize the real value wasn't just the extra 9,000, it was the discipline, focus, and belief you built along the way. As Warren Buffett once said, The best investment you can make is in yourself. Your skills, your patience, and your strategy will always outperform any shortcut. If you found value in this, hit that like button so more people can see it. Share your own plan for growing $1,000 in the comments. And subscribe so you never miss the next strategy that could change your financial future. If you want, I can now rewrite this same script with stronger cliffhangers and more emotional beats so it boosts viewer retention even further. That would make it perfect for YouTube algorithm push. Would you like me to make that version next?